Hi everyone and welcome to Positively Kimmie. I am Kimmie. If you are new here, welcome. This is a safe space. If you're one of my returning subscribers and my besties, hi guys, how are you? I hope you're all having an amazing day. Welcome to What's Up Wednesday. And today there's a lot of things on What's Up Wednesday where you find out a little bit about my life, and the chaos that is Kimmie. And you tell me a little bit about your life in the description box below, and we become true besties, which is my goal for this channel. And I've already become so close to so many of you, and I just makes my heart so happy every single time I see a comment from one of you. So thank you so much. So I was supposed to be going, and I did go on Friday to my son's house in Albany. Now, my ex-husband and I were going to drive up there on Friday, stay about 20 minutes from his house, stay in a hotel, and this way we'd be able to go over earlier on Saturday, spend more time with them, and then leave Sunday afternoon, which was our plan. We were only going up there overnight. Unfortunately, something happened to Mama. She's coming home from the hospital today, but she was not herself. And she was very agitated and eventually became catatonic and couldn't open her eyes. She didn't know where she was. She was very confused, and it was very scary and a lot. And I didn't know whether or not I should go to be with my son in his house, because that would be the second time that I've canceled on him. But my sister stayed here and said, no, you go. I'll handle this. You know, she was here with my nephew, who wasn't feeling well either, but I wasn't aware of that at the time. And eventually we had to call my older son, who lives like 3 apartment buildings down from me. We had to call him up to come help with my mother. And my daughter-in-law came over, and eventually they had to take her by ambulance to the hospital. She wasn't able to speak. She knew she was in pain. She was very agitated, very angry, and we thought either a UTI or she had a stroke is the only 2 things that made sense to any of us. And I was up there saying, do you want me to come home? They're like, no, there's nothing you can do. She's at the hospital. They're going to admit her. You know, stay there, try and enjoy yourself. We'll keep you updated on what's going on down here. So that's what I did. Felt very guilty about it the whole time, but loved seeing my son. And it turns out that Mama has a callus on the bottom of her foot. And it's not really a callus, it's her bone coming through the bottom of her foot. It's called Charcot foot. And she has this thing, and the podiatrist comes to the house every month to shave it down, and to put bandages on it and things like that, and make sure it doesn't ulcerate or get infections and things like that. Well, before I left, the podiatrist was supposed to come, and she had a family emergency. She wasn't able to make it. I still have not heard from her, so I don't know what's going on with that. So Mama's bones started coming through, and the skin around the bone started to lift, and it was bleeding, so she had an open sore. And it ended up that she got a virus through her foot that attacked her brain. Now, we don't believe there's any permanent injury to her brain or to her memory. She's starting to get her senses back to where they were. But it was very scary for my sister and my nephew and the whole family. You know, we've never seen her like that. My older son happens to work at a retirement facility or assisted living facility, so he knows what end stages of life look like. And he said if she did not get to the hospital within less than a week, we would have lost her. So we got her up to the hospital. We found out today that they want to send her home today. Yeah, they want to send her home today. And she won't go to rehab. They're not recommending rehab. They said they want her to have physical therapy at home. And we will do that so she gets upper body strength so she can lift herself from a chair. because there's nothing that can be done with her feet, but she'll be able to lift herself from a chair to her walker to get to the bathroom and to get around the house as best as she can. And we're going to try working on her strength and cognitive ability and making sure everything's okay that way. So that was the drama with Mama. Drama with Mama. And as far as my son goes, we got up there Friday. We went to Cracker Barrel. It was like everything was within 3 minutes of this hotel that we stayed at. We were in Saratoga Springs, very close to Albany. He lives in a place called Boston Spa, and he lives in this new complex. Nobody's ever lived in it before, and it is gorgeous. It is absolutely beautiful. The rooms, I think it's like a 1,250 square foot home, and the rooms are huge. The kitchen's a little on the smaller side because there's this giant island in between the kitchen separating the living room, and then they have a little dining room table off to this side, the right side, and then you can walk out that door, and they have a little porch where they have 2 chairs and a little table where they have their coffee in the morning and go out, you know, with their drinks at night and stuff like that. And we had Mexican food for lunch when we saw them. Then we went and played miniature golf and had a ball. It was just amazing. And then we came home and we had hibachi for dinner. Now, I don't usually eat like this, so we did put it on like 3 pounds, so whatever. I'm okay because I got to see him. Him and his girlfriend are so happy together, and it just makes you so happy to see that, and it warms your heart, and it is amazing. So that was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. The next day when we had to leave, they made us egg whites with cheese and turkey bacon for breakfast. We had a little bit of pizza for lunch. We left later than we wanted to. We left around 3 o'clock. And we were watching Impractical Jokers on Hulu, which is hysterical if you've never seen it. I'm sure some of you have. But it is the funniest. These 4 guys do these challenges, and people didn't know about it at the time. So their reactions from the people were very authentic, and it was just so much fun. We just snuggled on the couch together and had a ball. It was everything, and I did really good. I didn't cry until I got in the car to leave. You know, I didn't want him to see me upset and crying, but they'll be back here. Him and his girlfriend are coming here the weekend of my ex-husband's birthday, so like the weekend of June 27th, whatever the weekend that is, they'll be here for that. And then when I came home on Monday, which was Memorial Day, I went and saw Mama in the hospital. She was still a little confused, but today she's much, much better. And then I went up and saw my grandson and just loved on him for a little while and talked to my son and daughter-in-law and told them everything about the apartment, how cute it was, what a clean place it was, how I would never want to live in such a rural area, but 20 minutes away and you're near everything. They have a supercenter, a Walmart supercenter. They have a Target. They have millions of restaurants. They have this cute little downtown area that you can walk to, which is 10 minutes away walking from their apartment, but it rained, so we didn't have a chance to go walking. And it was just amazing. I had the best time with lipstick on my teeth. Sure, I did that there too, but we had the best time. Thank you for everyone who asked. I hope you all had an amazing Memorial Day, and that's it. So with that, prayers for Mama that she does well when she comes home, and in the meantime, be happy, be healthy, be blessed, but most of all, be positively you, because there's no one else quite like you, and that makes me so incredibly happy. You guys rock. Love you.